What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to Zelda Speedruns and welcome to another episode of the Link to the Past Randomizer Crossworld Keysanity Tournament. Lower bracket 4 it is today with two amazing runners. We have hycutype and azder. And since it's already getting around the corner, let's mute the music, let's open up the layout, and let's say hi to the comms, to Jerry23, and to Jinx Eagle. Hey!
Hello.
Hey, this is Jerry. I haven't even done a cross Keysanity in such a long time. I just got back to my apartment where I can finally stream and things like that. So I'm excited to get back into the community.
Well, we are happy to have you. This is going to be a pretty good matchup, I think. Both these racers are very well versed in the cross keys, so I'm excited to see what happens today.
Yeah, I mean, like right away you see that hycutype is ranked 8, and then azder is ranked on 42. But I mean, even then you can't take azder out for the count. We've seen a lot of upsets into this tournament so far, so it's going to be great to see this close one here.
Yeah, for sure. And I like that this is kind of earlier in the day because I'm like wide awake. I'm ready.
Same.
And it looks like we will be starting here in a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And they're off. Both racers starting at Link's House. No, we have azder starting at the Sanctuary, which I know is not the typical, but that is my preferred place to start as well.
I usually go up to Link's house and do like a similar route that hycutype's doing.
Yeah, I think it's just like all like a muscle memory thing. I prefer to know how gross it's going to be to get to Kakariko Village early. Oh,
Yeah.
an 8 bomb drop from the porter over there.
That's
Very
good.
nice. Looks like we have the bottom of Bumper Cave chilling in the Lost Woods today. And we find Super Bunny Cave over on hycutype's side, which this is going to be a one-way, but so close to Link's house, it's definitely not a bad play.
Agreed.
And our Lost Woods thief with just a heart piece today.
And then we do have a glove on Hylia Island, as Chats points out. I didn't see it. So that means flippers. Probably need those. And a mirror.
And a Moon Pearl.
And a moonpearl.
The hit went by a little fast. I did see some cash. I didn't get to see what all it said.
It's
But we
a
do have a
G-
big key to Misery Mire.
It said GT leads to place with cash, I think.
Interesting. Tree Pool also giving out 1 bomb, and we're over in the desert area on hycutype side.
That pointless exit. But it's good to get that one out of the way, I feel.
Yeah, it looks like we definitely have 2 useless exits there because that was the bottom of Spectacle Rock there.
Or Spiral Cave.
And
But yeah.
yeah, there you go.
I'll see a hint on Azer's side. Oh. Small key can be found at Cold Stair. To Tower of Hera.
Not a bad hint at all.
Ooh, this is a great place that a hycutype found, and look at that, just a glove right away. I love finding this paradox cave early on in the seed.
Yeah, for sure. Then you definitely don't feel... Was that the small key or big key to Swamp Palace?
I think that was big key.
Not as great, but still cool. Small key to Thieves Town. We find the dam over on Azdar's side.
I'm gonna get the good old multiple checks on Azur's side from all of Kekriko Village, which is it's nice to get them out of the way because there's so much checks you can do around here.
Yeah, hycutype not wasting any time in checking out what is in the basement of Escape, and it's the bow, as well as a mail upgrade and a sword. Wow,
Nice.
Escape was loaded. Very nice. Yeah, that was probably the best Escape I've seen in a very, very long time.
I agree.
Just the bloomerang hanging out in the back of the tavern, but it is nice to have that stun item early on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a mini Moldarm cave.
Yeah.
With a small key to pod.
What's nice is this seed has been very kind with bombs, which is sometimes just a terrible thing when it comes to these type of seed. When it comes to cross keys.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Yeah, I always find myself needing a whole bunch of bombs, but thankfully we have bombs galore.
And a free hint on Azdar's side. Oh, and big chest in Thieves Town, just containing arrows.
Yeah. So we don't have to worry about the small key to Thieves Town if we ever find it, or if we don't.
Yeah, we also don't have to worry about having that hammer and kind of
Debating whether
orphaning
or
an
not to-
item too.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kakariko Well hanging out over by the Vanilla Blacksmith area. Are we going to have anything trolly today? Although we haven't found Ganon yet. And just a shield from our waterfall fairy. And a T-Rock entrance over on Azdar's side. Sure we'll see more of that soon. Just a creepy brothel guy chilling in the Quarreling Brothers hut.
What was that TR entrance at? There's so much going on.
In one of the chess games in the lower part of CAC.
Mm.
Now, hycutype having that mirror early, that is going to be very, very nice. Given if we have a really trolly Moon Pearl, he's going to be able to do some Super Bunny glitches there and get some things that Asdar might not be able to unless he gets to that mirror. Yeah, Asdar making that choice to go ahead and do the Super Bunny Cave. And the blacksmiths in Kakariko Village today, that is a really nice place for them to be.
And hycutype. Yeah, opting to go into TR. I mean, he has that sword, so it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely not as gross. Still pretty gross, though. And Asdar finding his mirror chilling out in the Paradox Cave. He'll be pretty psyched to find that. Oh, just 10 arrows after fighting that ridiculous pokey in TR. That always feels bad when it's not anything really good. But we do have the Chain Chomp's room, so hopefully we'll get something of value there. Oh, we have access to the Misery Mire area. With that mirror, that is a lot of checks. And Sahashala out in the desert. Skull Woods for our green pendant. Oh, and one of the entrances is Spectacle Rock with a small key. King's Tomb.
And then we see Azder here getting a Super Bunny state by trying to hit a mirror as he enters a location. He didn't get it, so he's gonna keep trying until he gets it so that he can open that chest at the end of King's Tomb.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame him. Taking a couple seconds just to get that done, it's worth it. Except for today, because it's just bombs. But better knowing. And there is Ganon. Little Houlihan action from hycutype as we see Asdar finding Spiral Cave. Yeah, I don't blame him on that one. That would be tough in Bunny State.
Yeah, I think you would be going against the logic by trying to get that chest, but technically once you fall, you get Super Bunny state, so you could open that chest. But it is tough trying to avoid all those hits.
We're going to get to see what our spectacle rock connector takes us to. Asdar checking out the lumberjack location in Hyrule Castle. So it looks like... Let me
Interesting.
think here. Yeah, what do we have? What could we be missing here? Uncle Magic Bat and Useless Fairy are the only three I have not marked off yet.
Hmm.
I start heading right into Skull Woods. Oh, and there is Ice Rod Cave on hycutype's side. Just 10 arrows from draining our dam, but at least we do have that bow. Hopefully, Asdar remembers to check that backup escape sooner rather than later.
And here we go, hycutype remembering that there's another exit in Paradox Cave, and he'll get to Misery Mire and explore that. The Azure just did. Oh wait, am I wrong?
And the other entrance taking us out to the Ice Rod Cave
Oh,
area.
yeah.
Pretty nice connectors.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel quite as bad orphaning that spot when you have kind of an access to it via a connector. Ooh, and we have Myers Shed. With our second sword. And Quarreling Brothers hanging out in the desert entrance. Let's see what Eastern Palace has for us today. Just a storyteller. Or a soothsayer. I don't know.
I feel like we're slowly running out of places to check.
Yeah, we've definitely found a lot of item locations pretty early on. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I wonder when we'll find our Death Mountain axis.
So far, we've only found a Turtle Rock entrance and Swamp Palace, I think. So looks like a lot of Dark World dungeons today, unless they're all up on Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there is a desert in desert.
Yeah, I think Azder forgot to check that location. He forgot to mirror there.
Yeah, it's an easy one to kind of forget. Oh, silver arrows on the torch today.
Oh, that's a great hint.
Yeah.
I hate going to Ice Palace and then orphaning that chest.
So that's two nice hints. We've got about 2 big chests that are so easily orphaned today, so that's pretty good for the runners. Oh, and another connector to Death Mountain. Dark Death Mountain at that.
Yep, this is not looking good for Azder. Just because that gives you so much checks, because now we can check East Side Death Mountain, West Side Death Mountain, in all these different areas. So hopefully Azder remembers that there's a Desert Palace, or hopefully he finds the other Desert Palace entrance.
Just $20 hanging out on the floating island today. Oh, and Hype Cave.
Ooh.
The Fire Rod. Okay, so it looks like hycutype is going to take on these, oh, yeah, there you go, mirror, okay. Oh, and azder is making the choice to go and check escape. This is good. Another T-Rock entrance in Hera Tower. Just a map on Spectacle Rock.
And our last, no, one more TR.
Yeah, still looking for that laser bridge, but so far we've found 3 of the 4 entrances. That's pretty cool. And Old Man is going to take us to Death Mountain today once we return him. And there's Pod. 2 keys plus bow. This is a lot of checks.
Yeah. This will probably work out well. Hopefully there's something of progression here.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see that moon pearl come out. And another small key for Pod in Pod. And a pretty useless hint, but still lots of items to be had, so. azder setting up the fake flipper here.
Yeah, he's running low on checks. He forgot about the mirroring to go to the back of Desert Palace, so now he's just probably going to check Hobo a couple of locations.
Hycutype already has the right field and the lamp. Nice. That's going to be all for pod for hycutype today at the moment. Oh, we get a big key off of the Hobo to Ice Palace, which is pretty much useless.
Yep. Technically, logically required if someone doesn't know the Ice Palace bomb jump, but both of these runners do know them.
And the flippers from the old man.
Nice.
And the back of Skull Woods. Yeah, this could be slightly problematic for Azder if he doesn't remember to check that desert area, which I'm pretty sure he'll eventually remember it, but it might take a little more time since he missed it the first time around, because it's looking like we're going to have to rely a lot on connectors to get us throughout this game at this point.
Yeah. I mean, we still haven't even found the Moon Pearl yet. Who knows where that's at? Also interesting that azder keeps menuing. I guess he doesn't have a quick swap enabled.
I think it's a love-hate relationship with some runners. Some people just don't like the quick swap. I really like it. I prefer it to regular menuing.
It's one of the reasons why I don't do why I don't run much opens, just because I just don't like that I can't use quick swap.
Blind's Hut over near the Ice Palace Light World location with the big key to GT. There's that small to Skull Woods he could have used a couple minutes ago.
Looks like azder's going hopefully in the right direction.
Yeah, he's going to run out of places and realize that he's got to do these connectors. I think he's going to be fine.
Looks like azder's not. We'll see where he ends up going.
Not necessarily in the dark world, but you might have to take a connector from the dark world and like mirror somewhere. Like the Quarreling Brothers, you might have to bunny walk to mirror there, and it could be, hanging out. Yeah, it's very weird, the Moon Pearl logic, but you're not going to pull it out of somewhere that you had to like bunny glitch to get to. Yes, it can be on the pyramid. And there are boots hanging out over on Zora's ledge. Now, this is where there's going to be a major time difference, because having those boots early on definitely allows you to get places a lot faster. So the longer that Azder doesn't have it, and the ice rod on Zora, that could start to pose a problem sooner rather than later.
He's going to Meyer. He's doing it. There we go.
Yeah, this is definitely what he needs to do. So he's going to be in good shape here. As long as he goes through the correct entrances, but he's doing okay. In Hyrule Castle at Bonk Rocks today. With Ether. Ooh, Azder deciding to do the lower half of Death Mountain here. Not terrible, but it could take him longer to get these boots now. And he's going to take a dip in Ice Palace.
Interesting choice, I think, but hopefully it plays out well. We're still missing a lot of keys.
Yeah, and that Moon Pearl. We're missing a lot of stuff. Get a look at that dark cross chest, and we have a small key to pod and ice. And Moon Pearl and Dark Cross. That's insane.
I always forget to check Dark Cross, so it's crazy that it's there.
Yeah, it's an easy one to forget about. Oh, and we already have a connector to the Dark World. Very nice. Oh, and with the flippers and the Moon Pearl and the mirror, we can get our first glove.
Yep.
And the Pyramid Fairy down in the Dark Reservoir. Let's see what the iced tea room has today.
You know, for the longest time, I was confused why everyone called it the iced tea room. But then I just stopped and looked, and I was like, ah, there we go. That makes sense.
Oh, and Agina's hanging out right by Link's house. Azder setting up a pretty free bomb jump here in Ice Palace. All for a small key to Turtle Rock.
Yep. He doesn't have a glove, so he can't get a couple more chests, so he has to orphan those for now.
Yeah, he needs that hammer too.
Yeah,
I
the
think he was
hammer.
kind of hoping to pull that out of there, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sure he probably feels a little bit behind, so he's probably just trying to compensate.
Oh, Kana Samaria in the K45 entrance, also Bonk Rocks. And luckily, Azder found the back of the old man cave and was able to lead him home to find his flippers.
Which is nice, because now he'll be able to go into pod, get his lamp, and get a lot of necessary things, so.
The big key for Skullwoods at Dig Game today.
We still haven't seen very many dungeons.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Oh, there's the potion shop. I missed that the first time around.
So I wonder if they'll be here in the dark shopping mall area. See whether or not we'll have a couple.
Yeah, possibly, because that's 4 checks, because we weren't able to lift that block our first time through. So if he mirrors, we're going to get to see what that extra spot was as well. With that Cane of Samari on both ice rods, that definitely opens up a lot more TR. Still need that big key to really get the back to Laser Bridge, but oh, and there is Hookshot Cave.
Nice. Can at least get one chest.
And there's Misery Mire. I'm pretty sure we could beat Misery Mire with everything we have.
Do we have the big key to Misery Maya?
Yeah, they got that super early. That was in the Super Bunny Cave. Probably wishing he went back to desert and grabbed those silver arrows for Viddy. Looks like Astra is going to give us a look at what the vanilla big key chest is.
Can hycutype finish Misery Mire, or do we need one key? I always forget key logics.
Nope, we'll be fine. It's nice to come in with one key, but there's kind of a couple hidden throughout Misery Mire, so you really don't have to worry about grabbing those small keys. It's just more of a convenience. As they're going a little further in pot than we saw on hycutype's side. Of course, he doesn't have that Moon Pro yet, so I think he does want to go a little bit further, but pod key logic is so bizarre. Oh, we have a big key to Turtle Rock and Pod. Well, as long as Asdar knows how to do that bomb jump to the big chest, he's not going to have to worry about any more keys in Pod. And we have our first bottle in Misery Mire. With the hook shot in Pod.
Nice.
And big key to Eastern in Misery Mire.
And I don't think hycutype will go back to pod for a while, because there's so much places he can check, so this could be good for Azder.
Yeah, this might be what he needed to kind of catch up from not having those boots super early.
Yep. Not only if you can go to Dark Cross to get that Moon Pearl.
Nice half magic pickup. And there's a Smaldegannon's Tower, which we have not found yet.
Or hycutype.
Oh, I
Needs a couple
know.
hearts.
I think he might have to leave this chest, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Yeah, Fighter Sword Vidi does not feel good, especially when you have it in the back of your mind where those silver arrows are. That kind of makes it worse.
True.
Yeah, and that's Fighter Sword, no cape, no Burna Vidi as well.
Yeah, no bombs either. I wonder if we'll see some Kina Mario strats. Even though it's not that effective, but it's something.
There's just sometimes when you're commentating and you just see like a really gross situation, like we're gonna see here in a second, and it just makes you feel bad. Gonna farm some of these enemies here, trying to grab some hearts, I think, because
Mhm.
he's gonna need all the help he can get, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he can only get hit twice or 3 times, and then he'll die.
And Azder are going to be finding his boots soon, I think. I have to say, this is probably the grossest fight in the game, like low percentage-wise.
Yeah.
Just so many obstacles. He's doing very well.
Yeah, this is a hard fight. Low percent. At least for me it is.
It's a hard fight for me with freaking Tempered and Cave. Oh my goodness, he hasn't taken any damage.
Yeah,
Wow.
so good.
You know what, chat, that deserves a follow just for that, but be sure to show some love to both of our runners today. But hycutype just did a Vidi fight where he finally got another sword, which is his
Nice.
all for the blue pendant without taking any damage. Show that man some love.
I wonder if he's gonna dip back in to look at that one chest that he left.
I think I would if I were him, just so Misery Mire is done. It's out of the back of your mind. It's completely done. Yeah, it definitely makes going back in, having that Master Sword, a lot more tempting than coming in here with Starter Sword, but he just did Vitreous with Starter Sword, no safeties, 3 bombs, and 30 arrows, so I think he's good. Azder grabbing his 300 bucks off Agina with a save and quit. Or a full heart. But better to know than not to know. Oh, and a connector that takes us back up to Dark Death Mountain. Okay, Azder is definitely in the location he needs to be in. Let's just hope that he goes to that Dark Cross. And another desert entrance right there at the bottom. Still missing a significant amount of dungeons, though.
Yeah. I think what all do we have left? We still have a lot left to check, but still.
Yeah, we haven't seen Eastern Hera, I don't believe the Backup Desert, Thieves Town, or Ganon's Tower.
Laser Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, at least we can get to Laser Bridge now.
True.
And there is Ice Palace for hycutype. We still have that spiral cave over in Dark Misery Mire that neither of our runners were able to check.
Yeah. Is it just me, or have we not seen a map check yet either? We've picked up a couple maps, but we don't know what's pendant or crystal or anything.
Yeah, I don't believe we have yet. Well, we're going to get a check at the front of T-Rock here.
With the fire out of this 3 checks, so this hopefully will be good, give us some progression.
Is the echo coming through just on my end, or is it coming through on chat as well?
If you're talking about you, I don't hear echo on from you.
Okay, good. It's just me then. So I'm having trouble talking because I can hear myself like a split second before I say something.
Oh, I think PR might be right.
So now we know where all 4 swords are. That's pretty exciting an hour in, I think. We know where all 4 swords and the silver arrows are.
Yeah, item-wise, we're not really missing much besides the hammer, but we're missing a bunch of keys and locations. Yeah, when it came to the audio, I put the volume up higher because I couldn't hear the sound coming from the streams. So then that made your voice a lot louder. So then I just lowered it back down.
I feel sorry for you because my voice is grating.
So that's why you had the echo.
And the green pendant on hycutype's side. So that's 2 pendants for him already. Could be. Depends on what our last pendant is. Oh good, okay, we are going to finally see what Spiral Cave was. And nothing important, but this is a connector. Right back to desert. I forgot we saw that already. Almost a high 5 from our runners here.
Oh, interesting. We see a little bit of convergence from our 2 runners here.
Oh, would be a nice connector if only we had that hammer. That could be
And
important later.
Can't do anything about it.
Let's see what Sahashla is holding with our green pendant today. Just 10 arrows.
And nothing from Sarasala. From Sasha.
Yeah, pretty much medallions are useless. We did see a Turtle Rock entrance in the Misery Mire, so yeah. Unfortunately, medallions are junk. There is Aghanim. No keys, so we're only going to get one check, but one check is better than none. Boy, connectors are playing a really, really important role in this seed today. Wow, and the magic powder hanging up on Bumper Cave. That's a very nice connector to find. We're also going to be able to take a look at
That's a good connector
Dark
right here.
Kakariko. Yeah, for sure.
And that was useless. But it's good to have powder. Now we're stocked up on safeties.
Yeah, it's been a low health seed so far. At least they do have a male upgrade, but those Dark World enemies.
I thought
pack
Azder was
quite a
going to go ahead and grab his can of Samario from K45, but it's going in the opposite direction towards a shopping mall.
Yeah, he is going to find Hookshot Cave, though, so we will get to see what those items are. And that hint, it's a pretty good one. The big key to Tower of Hera is found in the well.
Oh, and there's the desert fight.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be long now. We're going to start seeing a lot of our dungeons pop up. Hycutype finds the hammer in the graveyard ledge.
And there's the hammer. Nice. I feel like that's a place that a lot of people, if you don't really run cross keys, you never see that location.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what Hookshot Cave has for us today. So far, nothing. We find Mimic Cave shortly after finding our hammer.
There's
Very
Mimic Cave.
nice. Just some love, but hey, better than nothing. And we find the dark pod entrance is our connector for Hookshot Cave. Not bad.
So now we can finish the Ice Palace at least. And I think both of our runners are doing something good because they know that they haven't found a lot of dungeons yet. So they're just trying to check all these locations, trying to find out where in the world are these dungeons at.
I saw Eastern as a crystal. I missed what Hera was.
Oh,
And
we
there's
got a
Sick
quick,
Kid
map
hanging
check.
out in Kings too.
Eastern Palace and Tower of Hera are required if we ever find them.
Okay. Well, at least we know where that big key is. Asdar heading into Misery Mire doesn't have that Key of Samara yet, so he's not going to be able to finish it.
Let's see what the magic pack gives us.
Just some love.
Just a heart. I think my stream was behind. I just refreshed it, so hopefully my comments aren't delayed now. Oh, there's Beast Town. Nice.
You're a little bit ahead of me now. Cave of Burna, nice one. Item-wise, we are finding a lot of really good things. We do know where that hookshot is. hycutype doesn't have it yet. But it just looks like keys are really all we're going to be on the lookout for at this point. Good thinking to check this chest here really quick while you're in the area. Just 10 arrows, nothing exciting, but it could have been something important. Looks like hycutype's about to go and check that well out. Now we know that the big key for Hera is going to be in here, but there could be more goodies.
I'm gonna check out what's in Cax on the hycutype side.
And there's our Hera big key.
Big key to Tower here. Nice. Now, if only we could find Tower of Hera.
Yep, that's one of the ones we haven't found yet, but I have a feeling it's going to pop up very, very soon. And there's the chicken hut. Not too many more item locations that we still need. There is GT.
We'll be here for quite a bit, which is good. Hopefully we'll find a lot of keys for progression. Oh, but hycutype doesn't have the hook shot yet.
Yeah, there's some bomb jumps you can do. You really don't have to worry too much about it.
Unless if, I don't know if he'll be able to get past Moldorm too. I'm not sure if hycutype knows how to hover. But other than that, he should be able to get all the chests in downstairs of GT.
Yeah, at least there's bomb jumps you can do to kind of get over those gaps that you can't get. So it's not a super, super big deal not having the hook shot yet. Oh, and there's the big key to pod. Catfish with the shovel.
There's the quake.
I'm ready to get to see what's on top of Hyrule Castle today. Bombos on the pyramid.
And then hopefully he'll mirror on the top of Hyrule Castle. And hopefully those are some dungeons.
Hycutype's setting up those bomb jumps, having no trouble. So let's see what we have in the Ganon's Tower today. Oh, and there is Eastern. And the flute.
Eastern Palace and the fruit and the flute. Which is good for moving. Swag duck. So far, it's kind of looking like I'm not sure if we'll need a Titan's Mitts because of that hit. And I'm not sure what else Titan's Mitts blocks.
And let's see what's behind the ice armos today. Yeah, that flute is going to make it really nice for him to traverse the world. Okay, and with that, Eastern is down, which makes it our first crystal of this race. Okay, and Asdar finding Sick Kid, where he's going to pick up his $20 as we continue our progress through this cross key seed. Just a friendly reminder, if you are enjoying what you are seeing, please be sure to give your runners a follow. They are putting on a fantastic show for you today. As always, we are always looking for volunteers, so if you're interested in commentating, restreaming, and or tracking, please feel free to sign up. Let someone know. We always welcome new faces. And Thieves Town is a crystal today. Unfortunately, I'm very slow at reading these maps fairly quickly, so we'll catch it in a second. Okay, Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, and Pod, all crystals. And Azder finds his hammer. Do I still sound like a robot, or have I cleared up? Thank you, Tom. And hycutype is going to make that play to grab his hook shot. And he's probably going to finish up pod while he's here. So now with hycutype's big key, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go ahead through T-Rock now that he has pretty much everything he needs to take care of Trinex and get to Laser Bridge. Oh yeah, one more small key for Trinex. Thank you, chat, for keeping me straight here. And Azder is gonna go clear out some at GT here.
Sorry about that, I had to step out. And it's great that hycutype now has his hook shot. So, do we have the small key for Swamp yet?
I do not believe we have picked that up yet. Unfortunately, Azder hasn't picked up his Kano Samari at the K45 location either.
Yeah,
so that's going to hold him back a little bit, but he still has a lot to do kind of over in Dark Hagrigo, so I think he'll be fine.
True. He'll eventually make his way down there.
He did get that hammer though, so at least there's that, and he's about to pick up his flute. So that'll make traversing a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
The more we trek through and not finding many dungeons, it might be a Titanment required seed. Even though we have access to our Dark Misery Mire area and we know that T-Rock isn't anything, we still have the hammer pegs that we can't get to, as well as the Ice Palace entrance. So we might be looking for the Titan's Mitts.
That's true.
Yeah, it looks like hycutype heading right into T-Rock now. He'll grab his half magic.
I'm surprised he didn't go inside to, like, you know, finish it out. But I guess we'll see. There's a couple more checks he can make over here on the east side, Death Mountain.
We're gonna get to see what was left behind in Ice Palace. Hycutype's gonna have a little bit easier of a time here in Ice Palace given what he has, and he also has that small key, so he's gonna be able just to open that door and go right through. And he's also gonna pick up another small key to TR here.
We'll be able to see what azder left behind in Ice Palace.
Yeah, we know the big chest doesn't have anything, but there were 2 other items, plus the boss that we weren't able to get to, so this is good.
The boss, I think we got a hint earlier on that it was a
Small key to Hera.
Yeah. The Hera's nowhere in sight.
Oh, so far just a compass. And a heart piece, nothing exciting. So it looks like all we're going to get out of Ice Palace today is a small to TR and a crystal. But now we at least have access to Laser Bridge, which is one of the TR entrances we have not seen yet.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Azder is definitely going to be picking up his Cana Samaria here. Hopefully remembers that he has that shovel so he can get a look at what is there as well. And there's the Kana Samore for Azder. And hycutype making Cold Stare look like a piece of cake. Of course, after that Vidi fight, it should be. As he picks up his second crystal here in our Cross Key Tournament loser bracket round 4. Shovel with just a small heart piece, so our catfish was not very useful today. Yeah, I mean, oh, it had the big key to Eastern as well. So Misery Mire was a bottle, big key to Eastern, small key to GT, and a sword. Other than, oh, where did we get the book? I missed that pickup.
I have no idea.
Oh, Eastern. Interesting. I'm surprised hycutype didn't go right back to T-Rock
Yeah.
from Ice Palace. And he gets his butter sword. And hycutype about to find Eastern Palace over here in the left entrance of Hyrule Castle. Yeah, I'm not sure where Azder is going at the moment.
I think Pod, but I don't think you. Probably looking at his notes. And then just reading it wrong, but I'm not sure.
Could be Turtle Rock.
Yep, looks right.
Okay, looks like he's gonna finish off Ice Palace first.
I wonder when hycutype will go and get his silver arrows.
Need 3 items, but I think they might be waiting for the big key, maybe? Although Desert is a pendant, so I don't know. And hycutype with his 4th crystal? I believe 3rd crystal. 3rd. Hycutype about to grab his shovel, which unfortunately is going to be a dead end. Nothing very useful there. Still on the hunt for that Thieves Town big key. I think that's pretty much all hycutype really needs to finish this game. Yeah, that's true. He does still need to find Hera and, well, which we could need that Infinity Gauntlet to get to. It looks like we're going to get to see where the back of Laser Bridge takes us today. Azder is making that dip into T-Rock. So far, just a mushroom on Laser Bridge. And a mail upgrade. That is a good connector. There's the top of Spectacle Rock. So I think so far the only two item locations we haven't seen is Checkerboard Cave and the library. Pretty sure we found everything else.
I think we did see Checkerboard Cave. I think it was just 10 arrows.
Oh, okay. So then just the library.
Yeah.
And there's Hera.
Finally.
So for all intents and purposes, we do not need those Titan mitts. So far, although we still haven't found the Thieves' Town Big Key.
Mm-hmm. And the small key to swamp.
And hycutype also finds Hera. Oh yeah, small to swamp. Azder gonna do the coffee break while hycutype just heads right up the tower. Yeah, Azder did check Spiral Cave. It was just a hard piece. Oh, you mean in the vanilla? Okay, yeah, you're right.
Has anyone climbed up GT yet?
No.
I guess so. That's also an option. 'Cause then we also know there's uncles there, so that's 2 items.
And Moldarm 1 is down for hycutype. He has a small key to Turtle Rock. There's also one other check in Agnem's tower, because we only saw one chest, unless they checked it and I missed it.
I don't think they did, so I think you're right.
No, I have not seen either runner go do the right side of desert. I know Azder went back to get the silver arrows, but I don't believe he had that small key at the time. Azder making that Master Sword Trinex look easy. Had great boss fights on both sides today.
I agree. That Vidi fight.
That Vidi fight gave me such bad anxiety. It just hurt my chest the whole time, and he didn't take not even a half a heart of damage. Just took it down. And Azder finally picking up his tempered sword. Yeah, that is all that hycutype needs at the moment. He definitely has the items that he needs.
I'm surprised no one has checked the pedestal yet.
Yeah, given the early access we had for all of the pendant dungeons, I feel like maybe there's a key there. Maybe not an important one, but
Yeah, there's
can't
something
imagine
there.
one item other than the cave.
Oh, chat's pointing out that we're still missing the big key for Desert Palace. Makes sense.
Yeah, true. This also gives us our 256 crystals.
Yep. But I don't even remember where in the world the bomb shop was.
Yeah, I know Azder found it, but I think I was looking at... Oh, it's right there. Right there.
Oh.
There it is. Yeah, the potion shop is on top of Death Mountain, the light side. Just looking at everything we know, I feel like the only place for them to go at this point is up GT.
I agree. I feel like there's a couple more checks they can do, and then it's GT climb. Or it's right side desert.
Yeah, true. That's, well, 3 items, but we know what one of them is. hycutype is gonna do his fetch quests. I don't blame him. Only needing a couple keys, it's definitely a good idea to get these checks done. And we have a connector on the 5-6 crystal. This could be that connector up to the floating island. Oh no, it's not. Gross. Although this is close to desert, if he just jumps down... Oh no, it's in the Dark World. Never mind.
This kind of looks like a desert play.
Hopefully.
On hycutype side, yeah.
Nope, he's going to Aga Tower. He might go into the desert after.
Yeah, nothing there. The person asking in chat about the advantage, that advantage is about to disappear right now. hycutype's about to get his silver arrows. Vanilla Desert Big Key?
Wow, nothing.
Slowly but surely run out of places.
there's Big Key to Thieves Town.
That's probably the progression we needed. I feel like that's almost like last location.
Yeah, for sure. So, Ped might not necessarily be dead, because here's the thing. We saw the bottom of Bumper Cave. If we need that cape to get over to the floating island to pick up the Titans to get to, you know, our small key to swamp, it could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gross and I feel awful even saying it. That can happen. You can hook the back end, you can't the front. Like if you go in through the front, you have to have the cape to get through the barrier, but if you come in through the back, you can hook shot across to the pot and get through that way. But unfortunately, we've only found one entrance. I mean, we could have, and I might have missed it, but I didn't believe I saw it. But again, watching two screens at once and trying to commentate on them, it gets a little dicey sometimes, so we could have seen the back. Yeah, Thieves Town Big Chest is just arrows. And I'm pretty sure Azder is about to find thieves. Now he does have that mushroom. Unfortunately, he hasn't turned it in yet to get the big key.
So far, though, we haven't gotten anything from Thieves Town. So GT Climb might be the way to go.
Yeah, the mushroom is Thieves Town Big Key. So will our small key be on blind? Oh, just a small for pod in that big chest of Skullwoods.
Mm-hmm. Well, probably to GT we go.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of where else at this point he could check for it.
Or as they're getting bedrocked.
Those enemies are the worst. Yeah, so there's almost certainly progression here at the top of the tower, and it's either going to come in the form of the Vikita Desert, where they're going to have to go and finish off the Moldorms or the Lamolas, or it's going to be that small key to swamp.
Either way, we will not have to check left side swamp.
Yeah, at least swamp is going to be completely go mode. And they're not even going to have to check the chests along the way because, well, at least hycutype, because he already has butter swords, silvers, and half magic. Pretty much the dream for a Ganon fight.
Yep.
Oh, plus the riot shield. So he's like going to be grossly overpowered. This is a tournament race. This is our loser bracket round 4 of our cross key tournament.
Hycutype having some trouble there. I feel like this fight, he's usually pretty good at the Lama fight. I'm sure he's feeling some pressure because he's almost last locationing the progression that's probably here in GT. There we go. Let's go mode.
Very nice. 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 2 seconds. We have go mode for a hycutype. It's really convenient Swamp Palace location given where Ganon's tower was. So definitely very nicely routed.
I agree.
Given everything we've checked and how everything sans Swamp Palace was cleared, they really had some nice connectors to be able to get all of their item locations and everything done so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, the one bad thing is that once azder finds his small key to swamp, he'll probably check all the locations in swamp because he hasn't found his big key for Thieves Town yet. So he'll probably not go mode swamp to try to find the big key for Thieves Town when that's just the mushroom.
And with that, hycutype is going to head on over to the useless fairy location, which is where Ganon is today. And we're going to have a dead pig here in a couple seconds. Wow, the big key for Swamp Palace was in there too.
And azder's still going to be looking around for the Thieves Town big key.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, and there's Titans.
No, he's definitely looking around. Oh no. I figure he'll probably just go... I wonder if he'll go to pet game right after this.
And a bottle. Everyone, get your GGs in the chat with a time of 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 59 seconds. hycutype has finished this Cross Keys tournament race. And we are joined in the chat by hycutype. GG's.
Thank you.
So what did you think? That was a pretty good seed. You guys had some great connectors.
I wasn't keeping track of the structure of the seed so much as what I felt my competitive position was. So the way I opened down there to the two entrances just north of Lake Hylia sort of led me arbitrarily early to that whole early chain with the mirror to flippers to boots to pearl. So I felt I had those significant before him, maybe significantly before him.
Yeah, you did have the Moon Pearl quite early before him. There was some convergence going on where he was catching up with you on items, but not with locations. But right now, I'm not sure if you're watching the chat. He climbed a GT and got the Swamp Palace key, but still didn't turn in the mushroom for the Thieves Town big key, so he'll probably be looking around in Swamp looking for that big key.
Yeah, so what I figured at the end was, I thought I maybe had an early lead, but then I was getting worried when I was getting down to last location for those 2 items.
Yeah.
So I did everything I could before Ganon's Tower except Terra Basement. That was my last possible location for the Swamp Small Key.
Yeah, and that helped you out doing that fetch quest, otherwise you would probably still be looking at Swamp. And the funny thing too is the GT climb also gave you the Titans mitts.
Yeah, okay, so he could waste more time doing that.
Yep.
So what I was thinking at the end was, even though I could be in trouble, it'd be really weird for someone to do one of those things but not the other, where I did the mushroom and the Ganon's Tower climb.
Yeah.
So I didn't think I could be beaten by him skipping stuff, because you're gonna skip one of those if you're skipping stuff.
Yep. That's some logical sense there. But yeah, no, I'm sure you felt a lot of pressure because I felt like towards the end you were last locationing a lot of things for progression.
Yeah, and then I was not playing well. I mispositioned on Landmo 1. I think I had a controller problem on the second phase, and then I was just tilted for the rest of that. I couldn't believe that was that a 6 cycle? I don't know. And then the 2 cycle Argus with Gold Sword, so not great.
Oh, we do have to compliment you on your Vidi fight though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been tilted since your Vidi fight that you took no damage on with 6.5 hearts and fighter sword. That was beautiful. It was amazing.
That might have been 4.5 hearts because it was definitely 4.5 because that's why I farmed the falling blob so that I could take 1 hit. Doing that. So,
it's crazy.
Yeah, Meyer was another point of anxiety because I misplayed the spike chest. I should have just taken the death. I should have just taken the death to get it the first time, then gone back through and done the rest of Meyer. So then I had to run around hoping for a heal to get it, and then going back to the basement to Vitreous with no health, having to spend all that time and then getting ultimately nothing really out of it. The sword was nice, but not required.
Yeah.
So I was worried he might not do Meyer.
He didn't finish Meyer now.
Yeah, he didn't have that cane when he went in the first time. So he did get the items, sans, of course, the, beating Vitreous. But he picked up the silver arrows a little quicker, so he kind of had those throughout the fights. That was pretty much his only big advantage, I would say, was the earlier silver arrows to kind of get ice armors down a little faster. I mean, it wasn't anything drastic, but just that Vitreous fight. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on it.
One of the biggest things that azder didn't do is he didn't mirror at the whatever you want to call it, the vanilla back of Desert Palace, which was the connector to Death Mountain. So he went to Meyer first, but didn't do that, and so that just put him behind quite a bit. So it took him a while till he got back there.
Yeah, so I got the early old man rescue. I had that before him.
Yeah, and those boots really kind of pushed you out just because you had those, I would say probably for about 20 minutes before he got them. So just the boots in general in any race is going to make checks a lot faster. And then you kind of saved some of your other checks so that you could do like the mirror over in the Eastern Pod area and stuff. So you did save time doing that as well.
Yeah, so with the cane, that was either Stumpy or K45, right?
K45, yeah.
Yeah, so I came out of the castle, I've mismarked it. I came out of the castle at Hype Cave, and I considered orphaning that side of the Dark World with Stumpy K45, the digging game, to go straight for those gloves on the island. So I almost orphaned the cane the same way it sounds like he did.
Yeah. Yeah, those gloves were bait basically to to orphan that location.
So
All Azure is just a mushroom away from go mode.
the mushroom was on the laser bridge, right?
Yeah, he has the
Yeah.
mushroom, just needs to turn it in.
Yeah. Yeah, so I also miscounted Turtle Rock keys. I thought I had only one on my way to Hera. So I would have done Turtle Rock before Hera if I'd realized that. That didn't matter too much, although I might have ended up doing Hera Basement that way. Because I got the Turtle Rock Small out of Hera. But then I would have had fewer checks left for my 2 items. I wouldn't have wanted to leave that location. I still didn't feel great about it, leaving it before going upstairs GT. What's he missing? He hasn't killed Vitreous, so he doesn't have the sword. Okay, so right side.
Yeah, he's gonna run out of checks soon, but unfortunately, I think the mushroom is sitting behind his powder, so he might have even forgotten that he has it.
So that's funny. That's logically required Turtle Rock Small behind the Desert Big on Argus. Hasn't killed Mothula. That's strange to me, I guess.
Yeah, there's a couple things he orphaned. I think it's just because he probably felt behind. Because I told you that he forgot to mirror to get to that Death Mountain access.
I see.
Probably lost like 15-20 minutes from that. And
There
so,
it is. He
yeah.
turned it in.
Okay, great. There he goes.
Oh no, no, go check. Go check that potion shop.
Well, remember it's I forget where the potion shop is at.
He's heading to it. It's right here in this cave.
Now, you do not need to screen transition in the entrance randomizer to spawn the item in the potion shop. I don't think even if it's vanilla.
And Azder's about to go finish off Blind and then take care of Ganon.
They're probably less than 10 minutes away from. I mean, even less. Yeah, about 10 minutes away, I think. Go mode.
Actually, the flute did not used to. The flute does not count as a transition in vanilla, so you can't flute to 2. And it used to be you couldn't flute to, like, so you would turn in the mushroom at 2 and then flute to Kakariko to the potion shop. And the item wouldn't be there because you hadn't done an official screen transition or world transition. But that's changed in the entrance randomizer now.
Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that.
There also used to be a bug, it may be related, that if the potion shop was at the race game left, and you talked to the woman to start the race game, and then went into the potion shop, the item would not be there. In fact, it may have been permanently deleted. think maybe just temporary though. But the timer would. The game has limited space to do things, but the timer would overwrite the spawn of the item, so it wouldn't be there for that time. So Resudador missed the hammer at the potion shop for that reason a long time ago, forever.
Oh my goodness, that's a pretty big flaw in the game there for that one. Because I've had the potion shop in that location several times and never knew that that could happen. That's very interesting.
Well, it can't happen anymore. It was a bug that got fixed.
Yeah, thankfully. I have enough trouble doing these seeds as it is.
Well, I guess looking towards the future, how do you feel about your following up race with Sonic Cam up next? Hycutype.
Well, I think looking at the bracket, I don't know who's gonna. We're out of. Let's see. I haven't played. Who have I played? I think to date I've only played people who are sort of new to entrance, and that ends now. Sonic Cam is not new to entrance. I'm not going to get any advantage from knowing things he doesn't, probably.
Yeah. And he knows the logic pretty well, too.
I think, in general,
It'll be a good race.
I think in
Nevertheless.
general I usually finish faster than him, but it's not like it's certain or anything, so
Yeah.
it's just going to be the way the seed goes.
Yeah. It'll be a good race to watch, though.
Oh, for sure. All of these matches have been so great. Like, just really enjoy watching, you know, especially the top tier runners, like, you know, hycutype and all of you, just really showing the things you can do in this specific mode. Because it's so involved, and it's not just execution, but it's, you know, problem solving and figuring out the puzzles. It's just a really great mode to watch, especially played by people that know it so well.
Yeah, I agree. I really like just the idea of entrance rando, because everything is completely randomized, and so, like, I feel like it evens out the playing field more for the rando veterans and the beginners. So that's why we've seen so much quote and unquote upsets in this bracket.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I agree with that. I think if you're experienced in this mode, you gain a lot just through efficiency and knowledge. And then you're going to be doing lots of low percent things that you're generally not going to see much of in the vanilla randomizer, like that Vitreous fight.
I guess that's fair. That's true.
But I just think there's more variance. You have competing things going on. You have more items required in the Keysanity, but then you have a larger scope for the world with all entrances in play. So larger scope is usually going to mean more variance, but more items required for closer to a full clear is going to mean less. In my opinion, it comes out to a little less variance actually, but some people disagree. But yeah, if the seed lays out for if the seed lays out for you, and it's sort of straightforward, and maybe you make a gamble, like F. Coughlin in my first match, he put down a 9-minute PB on me, just because it was sort of a simple seed, and he made the right decision about which terrible place to go.
And with a time of 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 58 seconds, Azder finishes in second place. Please get your GGs in the chat.
right, then GG.
Good game. Oh no, he's not in here yet.
There he is. GG, Azder.
Hello, GG.
Good game.
Yeah, that was quite a seed. What did you think of it, Azder?
I thought it was not too. I felt it was not too bad. It was kind of straightforward. I got tripped up. I forgot, like, what was it? Back of Desert. I forgot that you can mirror in there. So that took me a while to figure out. So I was probably a good bit behind because of that. And in general, I just didn't really route optimally. Still not used to a lot of things. I don't play this very often. But I think it was like, it was a really good seed. If you played it right.
Yeah, so it sounds like you were correct about that missing the mirror at the back of Desert. That was the big problem. And it also seems like I had, just because of the way I open, I got to the mirror and that whole chain to flippers to boots to Pearl earlier.
I think I got to mirror right away, maybe? I forget, but I wasn't really able to use it anywhere.
I forget where the flippers were, but I feel like the mirror was required, or at least helpful to get them.
I don't remember. I just think I wasn't really able to use the mirror for much, and then... Oh, yeah, probably my... Oh, no, flippers were probably in my area?
No.
I don't remember. I just remember the big thing I was missing back at Desert.
Flippers was Old Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The lamp was pretty nearby there.
Yeah, the lamp was at Pod.
And the back of Desert was your way, was at least my way to get to Old Man, to get to the rescue.
Yeah, that was the only way at the start of the seed. Because after that, I think Azder might have last location that entrance to get into Death Mountain.
Well, he actually found another one going through the connectors over near the Dark Shopping Mall, I think it was. He took that connector that took him out of Turtle Rock and then jumped down and found that desert entrance, which led him to the Old Man. Because he mirrored and then he found the back of the Old Man cave, and that's how he ended it.
So, thanks everybody for the commentary, and thanks for watching. I need to head out, and good game again to Azder.
I gotta admit, I got a jet too, so this is actually coming in quite handy. Big shout out to Jinxie and to Jerry for doing the comps, and also to Mind of Me and to Tomaltac for doing the tracking. Sorry that the chatbot wasn't working in the middle. Not our fault, but it is words hard. Sometimes Twitch just doesn't want to. But yeah, thanks everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you want to see more, there's another match coming up in roughly 30 minutes. Match 7898 versus Bonta, low bracket round 3. That will be on this channel right here in 30 minutes, and I hope you'll be there then. Oh my god, talking is hard today. Anybody want to say something to end this? I guess, maybe?
Nope. Great match. Super close race there towards the end. Definitely was exciting to watch. As always, thanks to the chat for being so supportive and always helping us if we miss something or, get screwed up in the logic. It's always nice to have a very interactive chat. And as always, thank you, Trez, for putting on this great tournament for us. It's been so much fun. And if you like what you're seeing and you want to be a part of it, please reach out and volunteer to come or restream or track. We're always looking for more people. So as always, thank you so much for a great race. Thanks for being a great chat, and I will see you soon.
GG's to everyone.
GG everyone. Bye bye.